Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today we have our mini challenge in the challenge. This mini challenge in the challenge is our 2.124, so February, it's the first one of February 2024. This is our required mini challenge in the challenge, and it's really kind of cool because it's going to unlock a bunch of things that you're going to be able to use in the rest of your journal for the challenge this month. That's the February Fabric and Favorite Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge, and these things I'm adding are going to help make this a stash buster. So I have my book, so you are to take 2 pages from your book. You want, if you can, you want pages that don't have anything on one side. I think I want to actually read this book. So I'm not going to be taking any more pages out of it, but that's fine because I have other things that I can go ahead and use. So we're going to want 2 pages from our book or from another book that is the same size as your book or larger. Okay? So 2 pages, and I wanted pages that had that one side were plain, and that's going to be my recommendation. And you're going to want your plain side down, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my this part, the straight line, together, okay? So this page, and we're going to cover this with items from our scrap box. Okay, from our scrap box. You can also bring in from envelopes. So I'm using a privacy envelope from envelopes because remember you can use any envelopes. These we're going to be adding in a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead to start off with, to connect these two together. I'm going to go ahead and just find a page. Okay, so I'm going to use this as my connector rather than putting one over the other one, because we're just going to do 2 pages. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and trying to use up. So we're going to start with this one. It's almost gone. So okay, so with this, you now get to add your mini scraps from your scrap box. So your scrap box that had, or your little scraps. Okay, so these are not full pieces of paper. And then this is from my, you get to add, well, you get to use any envelopes. So I've pulled in, I'm just going to go put that there. Okay. Any envelopes, and you get to use any typed pages that don't have pictures. So what that's going to do is it's going to put these 2 pieces together. Okay. And now from my scrap box, I can go ahead and grab out some pieces that I want to, oh wow, want to use in this. I've got some Edith Holden. I've got a little bit of a, so there's stuff in here from my last journal that I worked on. Oh, look, we've got, this is from a pillow. Okay, so just grabbing a variety of papers from this little scrap box. That looks like that'll be good. From my mom's journal, I have some packaging. So just grabbing a variety of papers, a variety of textures that that I can use for this. That I think I need enough. I want to cover the whole thing. So, oh, put those up there. Okay, I think I've got a good variety of things here. I'm gonna make one quick little go through. I mean, there are all kinds of things in here. Okay, so this is my little scraps. Every once in a while, I'll go through that and I'll go, okay, yeah, these are probably never going to get used. Okay, but I've started here. I'm going to go ahead and to start off with, I'm making a Masterboard. Okay, so that is, I'm just taking all of, oh, it's like, that's like fingernails on a chalkboard right there. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to put this over in the corner up against the edge. Okay, I'm going to put this over here and I'll work with that later. We have another one that's almost at the end. Okay, so we've got a piece of, you guys, this one says Marsh Violet. Huh. I did not know. I'm going to put that right up. No, I'm going to put it, we'll put it over in this corner. Okay, we've got this piece. So I'm just going around and filling these spots. down there. Okay. We have a lot of that right there, but I think that's going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my pieces and put them back in my kit. Now, you can use your little leftover box for the rest of your journal. So your little leftover box, if you had chosen your little leftover box as one of the things that you were using, you can go ahead and pick something else because you get to add your little leftover box. Okay, we have a little bit of lavender and purple here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a piece of this over here because I do want to bring in the color, which we're going to be doing with the next few things that we get to add. Yes, I said few things. Okay, so there. That is, it's from the calendar, so I would be able to use it anyway, but it's really kind of cool because it is, let's use that right there. Okay, come over. So we're going to use these scrappy purple pieces from the calendar, which I did pick calendar as one of my things. So okay, because I do want to add some color. Don't want to lose that word marsh violets because that's kind of cool. Okay, so these are my little pieces, but I'm going to put the purple pieces back in because I'm working with purple this time. Okay, so I probably should have broke that up, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead, and so the next thing that you get to add is you get to add something transparent, okay? And when I'm like a tea bag, okay? So like a tea bag, you can kind of see through it. So if you want to go really grungy, pattern paper, okay? But we're going to do more to this, okay? So you're not going to just add the pattern paper or whatever. I have tracing paper, okay? Let's go ahead and you could use parchment paper, and whatever you use here, you get to add into your journal. If I needed more words, which I'm going to go ahead and use a piece. I mean, actually, you get to use anything transparent. So you can add anything transparent to your kit. Remember, it's our stash buster. So maybe you have some Tim Holtz paper that you want to use in this time. So yeah, so transparent. But the thing is you have to, for on here, we are going to stamp on our transparent paper. Okay, so I'm going to use, I want to use either archival or stays on ink if I can get in here. Okay, there's my stays on. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so we get to go ahead and we are going to stamp on our transparent. Okay, so for this part of your project, you have to stamp on your transparent. Okay, that gives me a couple of violets. And then I'm going to go ahead and oops. Okay, so that gives me some purple. I don't remember where I got these ink pads, but I really like them because they give you all the color. Okay. So this I'm doing, and it's green. I hope that's the green one. Okay, so we're going to let this dry. Okay. Set it over here and let it dry. And so we're you're stamping on your clear, but then you're going to get to use your stamps on anything, and you get to use any stamps that you have in your stash. You can just go ahead and add the stamps and start using them. Any of them. Okay, I think we'll go with okay, and remember, you have to stamp 5 pages for your journal, so this way you've got your 5 stamps. Okay, so transparent, and then we've got our, well, I'll just go ahead and do it this way best I can. I'm going to stamp it so it's kind of going off. Okay. Maybe we need more, 2 of those, huh? Okay, stamped. And that had black on it. Oops. Okay. And you know what? Let's go ahead and okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just grab some words or whatever and add it around with the green. Okay. Okay, so we've got a tea bag. We have a pattern piece. We have some of the Tim Holtz. We did some of this cool stuff. And I'm going to just... Oh, this is purple. This one's green. Okay. That gives me a variety. And we can put these back. Looking for the container, and it's on the desk here. Okay. So now we're going to let this dry. Okay. And we can go ahead and add these on here. But first, you also get to add one type of napkin. Okay. So this is the napkin that I'm going to use. There's 4 napkins. So one type. Okay, so if I need more than one napkin, I can use more than one in my project. And you get to add all of your napkin. Now, another transparent would be the inside of the napkin. If you don't have a napkin that you like that goes with your project, then you can go ahead and you can use paper towel, and you can use the colored part. You can use a white piece. Oh wow, we actually have good background of napkin. I'll show you here. Oh wow, this is going to be great. I'm going to be able to use that for, I like to use those for a page. We'll show you how good it is. Turn this over and look at with where the bee thingy is. Okay, and over here you've got this one. Oh, that's so cool. And I could just use this, and I could put it over the whole entire thing. Soften that if you wanted to, and make it so that you could journal on that after. So, but that's up to you. That's your choice. I'm going to go ahead and fold this back up so it's ready to use. Okay, so our next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some napkin. Okay, and so I want to add from here. I'm going to go ahead and rip this. I mean, I could add the whole entire thing on there, but then I'd have more than enough purple, and I wouldn't need to add my clear. So let's go to over here. Okay, I'm just grabbing one of the violets from the corner down here. Okay. Okay, so there. violet. And I think I want to add this one right here. It's even got a little bee. Okay. Where'd the first one go? I lost my... Oh, it's stuck to my jacket. It's cold in here this morning, so here's another violet. I think we'll grab that one. Well, this whole thing is a violet, but we'll grab this dark violet right here. Okay, so that will give me, let's see, what if we, okay, anyway, we're going to add violets. Okay, so let's go ahead, we'll do that. And I take the elephant off down here. We'll add that. I think we'll go put this one here, and we'll put this one down here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next, because I'm still waiting for the transparent ones to dry. I was checking to see if it's a good napkin. You can go ahead and put your glue directly on the napkin. Okay, until it does that. You gotta do it quickly. Okay, so there we go. I love the look of a napkin on the Masterboard. Okay, we're going to come over here and just get this ready. Put that down. Then figure out where we need to add more glue. So, yeah. So we're good where we are. We're in the desert, and we're usually gonna be pretty lucky about rain. However, what can happen for us mostly is that we can get cut off from everything because of the rain, the creeks filling up that come across where we live, come across the valley. So okay, so Stash Buster. That's what we're doing this month. And now you get to use a napkin choice. And like I said, you can use more than one of the same napkin. If If you want to use a bunch of napkins, then you're going to have to make it one of your favorites. If you want to use a bunch of different napkins. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we have added napkin. Now we get to add, and you don't need, you only need to use one transparent. I was giving you choices, letting you see a variety of different ones. So this is the tea bag, and I'm going to go ahead and add that. It's going to give me a different different texture, different feel, different look. Okay. I think we'll take this one. I like to rip. I mean, you probably noticed I'm ripping around everything. I like to rip it. I think it looks more forgiving. If you're not right on. There we go. I think we'll go over this. Okay. Then we have our tissue. And you could use regular tissue. Parchment paper. There's just so many things that are transparent that you can use. And then the cool thing is you get to add this to your kit. Okay, so you get to add transparent things to your kit. So now we're going to go to the tracing paper. And you could color, like this one, I could have colored this in. Okay, so this says violet, faithfulness. Violet for faithfulness. Okay. And you can test on your paper that you're using if putting glue on top of your ink is going to move your ink. Then if it's going to smear your ink, then you can put your glue on the other side. This one is smearing my ink, but I think it actually looks kind of cool. And I'm going to turn it over. Okay. Your pattern tissue is usually pretty pretty strong, pretty sturdy to be able to put your glue directly on your pattern tissue and then put it down. I'm looking at my, now I'm like going, oh, where was I going to put that? We'll put it here. No, I don't want it to cover up my, the tea bag though. There we go. Okay, now, you can keep going on. The next thing that we have to add is stencils, okay? And then you get to bring any and as many stencils as you want to. I do have parchment paper also, but I'm not going to use that today. Okay. So, stencils. And you can use any that you want. You know what? I think I'm going to use this one. It's one of my favorites. I need a green. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do green. Okay, and now you can add any stencils to your kit. Okay, so I have out a word stencil. I have a couple other stencils out. And originally I was just going to let you use what you used, but I'm thinking Stash Buster. Use any stencils you want after you make your mini challenge and the challenge. Now, usually this is a gift component, and I was going to actually do Valentine cards, but I wanted to be able to give you guys all these things. And usually the one thing that we need is we need some more, you know, good size like tags to put in our pockets. And this way we've got something. Now you can use your board for anything that you want. I would use scissors at this point, not my cutter, to clean this up. Because there's a possibility that things are still wet and they won't cut straight. They'll get caught, and that isn't a good thing. Okay, so there I have. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw these all away. Okay, so there's my Masterboard, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet. Now, it's the size of a page, so I could go ahead and I could use it as a page in my journal, just like that. You could go ahead and make a couple of these, and yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. But like I said, we always need some some tags. My page is 5.5, so they would be 2 1/4 wide. So imagine if I cut it down where my split is here, and then I maybe cut across, because I don't want my tag to be the same height as my my other. But what I'm gonna say is you can go ahead and put this in your journal and use it for what you need to. Want to make sure that you know that you can also use your tear book that we made in the mini challenge and the challenge last week. And here is a couple of ideas using that and cleaning up our scraps. So this is just going through and cleaning off my desk and going, oh, we could add, let's add that like that. And we have a little one. Are we at the end? No, still got glue. Okay, so that gives me a little embellishment base. Cluster base, little cluster base. So yes, so now you can use your, oh, let's go like this. Your tear book. I think there's a purple. Let's put this. Yeah, we'll put that on there. Oh, I think I want the, oh well. So we ended up with rain earlier than we thought it was coming, and we had other stuff to do, so Christmas is all packaged and ready to get put away, and it did not get put away. But it's ready. I did get it ready. So all these different things. So this was the tear book we made for our mini challenge and the challenge last week. And if you're doing the challenge for February, and if you do this mini challenge and the challenge, you get to use washi. So after you do this challenge, making the tear book, you get to use washi as much as you want to in your journal. I haven't used any yet because it's not I haven't even found one yet to go with what I need to do. So haven't even found it washi yet to match my which I think we've had trouble before. I have a really cool lavender washi that has lavender, sprigs of lavender on it, but I think I might have used that up. Okay, we're going to add this. This is an Edith Holden page that I went ahead and put in mine. You could put well, watch the video and it'll tell you the suggestions. Okay, let's go back here. I think we'll put that up there. Stuck to my finger. Okay. This is from some soap. It's now in my scrap box. Okay. Okay, we have this little piece. The tea bag turns out really cool. So we've done this before I did it on parchment paper, and we called it a tattoo. Okay, because when I put this onto coffee dyed paper, it melds into it to where it looks like it is part of it. It reminded me of a tattoo when we did it. Okay. Dawn said that she has used her whole tear book and is going to have to make another one. So Dawn is the one that we saw do this at our during the design team project. She shared it and I was like, that is so cool. We have to do that. Oop. Okay. Oops, that's upside down. Okay. Some of them just don't need to, we just don't need to keep them, some of them, right? That's okay. Okay, so we'll be able to use this now because I've added that as one of the things that you can then come back and add into your journal. So this okay, so I was talking about being able to calling it a tattoo. So if I take this and I add the glue to the back, this was the tracing paper that is aged. It was from my dad's stuff. Okay, and I add that on here. And it like almost becomes a part of it. That's the how and the why it became, I started calling it a tattoo. Okay. Yeah, I think it's, let's go ahead. It's like, what else can we use? And so the transparent papers are another thing that works really great with the transition. So if you have a paper transition, like that right there, being able to put that on there is just kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and add this. This is from the coloring book. And that's how I like to do it. Put it on and then pull it down. Okay. So we showed you in the video that then you can just go in and pull out. You just go ahead and cut a piece out with or rip it out with like your metal ruler. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, and that will give me that I can use somewhere in the journal. I love it. I really like how that one turned out. And I have this other purple one that I've been working on. And if I needed like a border, I could go ahead and just trim it right there, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim it just right there. And I'll add these two pieces to what I'm using, to what I'm working with. I can still come back and cut those, grab those if I want them. And I can continue to build on this. Okay, if I needed this right here for something, I could cut that out and continue to build on this. And then the page where we cut, say I needed that, I can cut that out and continue to build on this. So that was the part that I thought was really cool, was the being able to pull it out and then continue to build on the page. And so, yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. So today our mini challenge in the challenge is to make our Masterboard using our leftover scraps from our scrap box, our tiny scraps or little scraps. Then to add our napkin or paper towel on top of that. Then we stamped on our transparent pages. So tea bag or tissue or sewing pattern paper. And then we added stencils to the page. I love how it turned out. So after you make your Masterboard, you get to add your leftover scrap box, your napkin that's the same as the one that you used for your project. You get to add stamps, stencils, and your tear book. I think it's pretty exciting that we get to add all those things just for doing our mini challenge in the challenge. You can turn your Masterboard into anything you want and use it in your journal this month. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to put it in the group. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.